In this issue, we will crochet this wheat ear pattern, water cup cover stitching fine pattern, and prepare a ball delicately. Snowball green feather and a 3.0mm crochet loop. The needle is crocheted from the bottom of the cup sleeve. After the starting needle is completed, hook 2 lock needles as standing needles, and then hook 12 long needles in the coil. "12 stitches end, tighten the coil, crochet a pole needle in the first long stitch. In the second circle, first hook the 2 lock pins. Knit 2 long needles on each stitch in a circle for a total of 24 long needles. The second loop ends by crocheting a lead needle in the first stitch. The third circle first hooks 2 lock pins in the first pin. Knit a long needle, add a stitch to the second stitch, and crochet 2 long needles. In this circle, add 1 stitch to each stitch, repeat crocheting, add a total of 12 stitches, and crochet 36 long stitches. End of the third lap, end of the fourth lap, first hook, 2 lock pins, hook in the first pin. Knit a long needle, add a stitch to the second stitch, and crochet 2 long needles. Hook in the third stitch. A long needle. So 4 long needles per hook are crocheted in a group, and the crochet is repeated, and also 12 stitches are added to crochet 48 long needles. The fourth lap ends here. It is the bottom of the quilt cover. You can increase it according to each circle. The rule of 12 needles is to add needles to the size of the quilt you need and then start crocheting. Part of the cup body, the first circle of the cup body first hooks 2 lock pins. The number of stitches in this circle does not change, and the order is in. Crochet a long needle in each stitch for a total of 48 long needles. End of the first lap, start crocheting ears of wheat in the second lap. First hook 2 lock needles at the first. A long needle is crocheted on an outer hook long needle crochet thread through the entire long needle. Crochet a long needle here. Then crochet a long needle through the mesh of the first long needle. Crochet an outer hook long needle on the long needle. Such an outer hook. Long needle. 1 long needle and 1 outer hook. The long needle is a set of patterns, and 2 stitches are not enough to crochet one on the next long needle. Outer hook, long needle. Crochet a long needle in the same thread. The position of the long needle and crochet an outer hook. After the second set of patterns of the long needle is over, continue to crochet, and crochet a total of 16 sets of patterns. After the 16th set of patterns is completed, is finally in the first. Crocheted in 1 stitch, 1 lead stitch, third loop. So let's start with this. Hook 2 lock needles, then continue to sew repeatedly on the long needle in the middle of the previous circle of patterns. Broken crochet, first crochet an outer on a long needle. Hook needle. Crochet a long needle or a long needle on a long needle mesh. Crochet a long outer hook needle on it. And then the next section continues crocheting wheat patterns on the long stitches of each pattern for a total of 16 crochets. The fourth lap after the group pattern. On the 5th, 10th lap, repeat for the third, crochet 16 patterns on each turn. At the end of the 10th lap, the body's done here, the mouth of the cup is crocheted and a lock pin is hooked first. Then at each needle. Each head is crocheted with a short needle in total. Crochet 48 short needles, and the number of needles for the next second and third turns remains the same for each. Circles each crocheted 48 short needles. The 3 loops of short stitches on the mouth of the cup complete the part below where the crochet handle begins. First, we hook a lock needle, and then we crochet 6 short needles in sequence. Six stitches and hook a lock stitch, flip the fabric and crochet 6 short stitches in sequence. Six-pin knot. Bundle hook a lock. The needle turns the fabric and repeats this method at the back to crochet until you need the length of the strap. After hooking the required length of the strap, sew it to the corresponding pin on the other side. The tutorial of the water cup cover ends here. See you next time.